2 and 1. We are good.
Yes, sir. Whoa. Today is a good day, y'all. Today is a beautiful day in the Mo Sports community. Once again, this is Mo Sports TV. Is August 2nd, and this is presented to you by Manscaped. Clap it up for Manscaped being our first corporate sponsor, man. Thank you for taking the chance on us. Thank you for taking the chance on us, man. That's love. That's super love. And we're going to do whatever we can to get everybody's balls saved.
Save the balls.
That's all you, cuz. That's all you.
Hey, the promo don't start till August 8th. We're not really even supposed to be talking about Manscaped until next week, but since we already released that we're sponsored by Manscaped, we'll give them a free week on us. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Just for them taking the chance on us and putting themselves out there, just like we gonna put ourselves out there. And Manscaped is a great product, by the way. I don't know if you ever got your balls nicked while shaving them, but it ain't it. It ain't it.
Let's not act like everybody's been there.
Everybody's been there, and that shit hurts.
It's not fun.
It's not fun getting your balls nicked up, bro. It's a scary situation. I can't lie. But Manscaped, they got that lawnmower trimmer
4.0.
4.0, right?
4.0.
Woo! That thing smooth like butter, you hear me?
Water resistant too.
Water resistant, you know what I mean? It's a great product. They even come, like if you get the bundle, they have the ear trimmer and the nose hair trimmer. They got the ball lotion for you,
It's
so you're not chafing.
I'm not mature enough for this yet.
They got the anti-chafing draws. If you need to work out on some draws without your balls getting all chafed up, man, I'm telling you, that John works.
You was a dirty nigga before Manscaped came through, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't living right. I wasn't living right before Manscaped, bro. Yeah, man. I wasn't living right. And Manscaped really put me on, to better hygiene and better health. So shout out to Manscaped, man. Love y'all boys, man. I'm going to get into more detail next week when we can actually sell the product. But thank you again, fellas, for taking that chance on us, man, because there's, we're a little rough around the edges. We say some shit that we're not supposed to say. And sometimes that scares away a couple of people. But it didn't scare away Manscaped, so I fought with y'all for that. I fought with y'all big time. But we got a lot to get into today. It is the first week of NFL. Let's get it. For Mo Sports TV, at least.
And training camp.
Hall of Fame game is next week? This week?
I think it's
next week? Next Thursday? Mm-hmm. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the AFC North and the AFC East. We also going to talk a little Jake Paul. And we're going to talk about some MLB trade deadline because it was a very active, very, very active trade deadline this season. And a lot of big moves were made. So let's hop right into it.
A lot of big moves were made, not by the New York Mets. Let's just...
We'll get into that when it's time to get into that because Frankie Montas isn't nothing to really celebrate crazily over. But anyway, AFC North. Shout out to Deshaun Watson, man. He's back. He's got his discipline. He got his punishment. Six games. 6 games
in the bank.
And the first game back is the Ravens. So,
by the way, he's 0-2 against Lamar Jackson. From throw it out there.
I mean, we're talking about him with Houston. Like, come on.
The same Houston that beat Buffalo in the playoffs?
Come on, bro.
Houston, he was tough at Houston. Let's not get fucked up.
He was all they had.
The same Houston that beat Buffalo in the playoffs. Are you high on?
Bro, I'm not that high on Buffalo. They're a favorite right now. They're just a
so
Super Bowl
you're high.
I'm not really high on them.
So are they a Super Bowl favorite?
No. They're Vegas's right now. That's why everybody, I think 66% or some shit like that percent of votes right now.
This is crazy.
On Buffalo. But nah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's going to beat you guys. Sure. What
We'll
makes
split-
you
we'll
think
split
that?
with it. We'll split with them.
You think so?
Yeah. You think they're gonna sweep us?
I think so, man. I think the Browns are better than Baltimore by a decent margin too. Especially after getting Amari Cooper now, they have a lot of weapons.
Especially y'all first game is like the first game. Y'all could split. Y'all could win that first game just
We
because
always
Deshaun Watson doesn't have that chemistry.
We always split with them.
I think y'all split.
This
Me
isn't Baker
personally.
Mayfield.
The Browns, by the way, we'll start with the Browns for the preview, right? We're gonna go one team at a time. We're gonna give you their offseason moves, their keys for that team, and then the season prediction for that team as well. So for the Browns, the major offseason moves obviously was acquiring Deshaun Watson. Amari Cooper was a big addition in my opinion as well. But what are the keys? I mean, obviously a key for me would be how good are they going to play for those first 6 games? I've been hearing they got a really easy schedule, though.
The NFL.
You want to get into that?
NFL bless them niggas, man.
I mean, they come out and they play the Jets. So, I mean, we're looking at 2 of their first 3 games. They got a game against the Jets. They got a game against.
They start with Carolina.
They do start with Carolina. They got a game against the Jets though, which is pretty free.
Yeah.
And then I think Carolina. I mean,
This should start off.
Pittsburgh is going to be a toss-up game with Jacoby Brissett, honestly.
Yeah. You can never sleep on Pittsburgh, me personally.
ATL is free as hell.
yeah.
Week 5. That's free.
bands.
That's
I mean,
free
and then
bands.
That's
Free
when it
bands.
starts kicking up a little bit because they come in. They got the Chargers. New England is going to be a decent matchup no matter what.
That'll be a toss-up to lose to the Chargers, I think. And they could come out of that 4. If they come out of that 4-2, it's trouble for the AFC North. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's trouble.
Yeah.
If they what? All right.
If they come out 4-2, it's trouble for the AFC
They
North.
will. At least 4-2.
Well, then it's trouble for y'all. Then
Why?
the Browns have a real good chance at winning the division.
I mean, yeah, they have a good chance. Definitely. I'm not gonna say that it's like no chance to win it. The top 3 teams have a good chance of winning it.
I agree, but I do think the Browns have the best chance. Besides, I mean, it's a
Who-
toss-up. It's
you
a
know-
toss-up. So,
So
I don't
So
think.
are you- so
I
are
think
you-
it's
are you big-
Cincinnati.
are you-
Cincinnati's pretty clear cut to me right
Hold on,
now.
speaking on Cleveland, are you big on their wide receiver core? Besides, outside of Amari Cooper, who else is there? Do you know?
Peoples Jones,
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
he's kind of tough. He's kind of tough. Peoples Jones is kind of tough
What
There's going to be no
makes
pressure
him
on
tough?
him this year.
because he was tough with Baker Mayfield, and that says enough for me. If you can be tough with Baker Mayfield as your
hurt.
Yeah, but
Trying to
when
make
when he was there, he got his reps and he got the ball thrown to him and he got it rocking. He got it
You
rocking.
guys are just chat. There's no way.
I'm
you're
not
just-
chatting.
there's
I
no
like
way
Peoples
you're-
Jones,
there's
bro.
They
no
got
way
Austin
you're-
Hooper too. I mean, I really like Austin Hooper.
He's not
he had a
even
good
better
season
than
last year.
he's not better than Njoku.
Yes, he is.
But-
Catching the ball 100%.
And here's the whole
Njoku's
thing.
gonna
It's going to be
block.
tough to stack the box against the Browns. First of all, you got Chubb and
Nah, Nick Chubb is looking crazy.
Chubb.
Nick Chubb
Did you
looks
just see his
fucking wild.
his squat video yesterday?
Yes, you know he's a.
He's literally
top-
bending the bar. He has 5 plates on each side.
He's a top 5 runner.
Top 5 running back? Oh, that's debatable because like you
Yeah,
only
he
see him on
is.
the
He's a
fringe.
top 5 running
You
back.
got Henry.
He is a top 5 running back.
KT, Dalvin. Yeah.
Eckler and Chubb. Nope.
Kamara.
Or
Kamara. Yeah.
I mean, Eckler can be out of that
I mean,
top
you-
5
you-
if
Yeah,
anything.
Eckler will probably
You
get out of
can't,
that.
you
I'd
can't
probably
discount
say Chubb.
McCaffrey either.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't, though,
like,
because McCaffrey's
true.
going to come out this season. Boom.
All right, so he's a top 5 to 7 running back.
He's definitely top 5 in my opinion. Still, I don't care.
I don't know.
And
Like I
then he
said,
got the
it's tough.
backup, and he's Kareem Hunt.
Yeah,
Like
Kareem Hunt out of
the
backfield.
offense is
Patrick
super
is
talented. They
nasty.
got a great line. They got a good defense.
But the Browns will always be the Browns, in my opinion.
Sure, but let's see what they do with this new culture,
All right,
man.
so let's go.
Yeah,
let's
with
go.
Deshaun
Let's go
Watson,
through their
that's
schedule
gonna
right
be
now. But you got
So
I mean-
you got the first 6 games we already went through, right? Jets, Pittsburgh, Atlanta,
Carolina,
Chargers. I mean, yeah, and
New England.
New England. Then you got Baltimore.
That's when Deshaun comes
toss
back. his
up.
first
They
game.
come back. That's a toss up. Cincinnati toss
Buffalo.
up. Buffalo toss up. Tampa Bay toss up.
So
These
you
are-
think? So you
These are all 4
so you
games.
think
They could go
against
2
Buffalo's
and 2.
a toss up to you?
The game against
Yeah.
Buffalo? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
with
a
Deshaun
toss-up.
Watson.
So you
Deshaun
think?
Watson,
So you
3
think they
weeks
run
now
through
in?
Baltimore, but there's a toss up with Cleveland. So you just think Cleveland's that much better than Baltimore?
I said it's
Yes.
a toss up. All
This is
4
crazy.
games is a
No,
toss
I'm
up.
talking to Matt.
Oh.
This is
Bro.
crazy. The disrespect you have right now is
Bro, you guys just got no weapons to me. Baltimore just has no
we have
weapons to
all
me,
the
bro.
time, and we still are go 10 and at least 10
Yes,
wins.
but everybody around you is getting better, and you're just staying the same. Like I don't know what like. How long can Lamar Jackson keep just doing what he's doing and attempting to carry the offensive load?
As long as he needs to.
I mean, it's just not going to happen when everybody in the division is getting better. When the Browns are making that drastic of moves, getting a guy like Deshaun Watson and now Amari Cooper, adding a weapons.
Do you know our defense got a lot better too, right? And we're going to be healthy this year, right?
I mean, sure. Like you're just
we have a top. You're
expecting
five
Rashad Bateman to be a wide receiver 1, and then you're expecting J.K. Dobbins to have a really good year coming off of an ACL tear, and I just can't see all of these things going right. And also the Browns not being as good as we expect them to be.
So you basically
just
all right. So
it's a prayer at this
point.
point.
So you got Cincinnati, Cleveland, Baltimore,
and then Baltimore.
That is crazy. We
All right,
were
so
the number one
look.
seed with half of our team hurt last year. But go ahead. I digress.
So the Browns, those 4 games are toss-ups, right? Baltimore, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Tampa Bay. Those are toss-up games in my opinion. I say they go 2-2 out of that. They go 4-2 in the first 6. So now they are what 6-4 going into Houston.
That's it. Deshaun's going to go crazy.
W. That's a big W. Cincinnati, another toss-up. Baltimore, another toss-up. New Orleans, I think they win. Washington, they win. Pittsburgh, they win.
But
I won't sleep on New Orleans. You're right. I'm not going to, but I
Right.
still think they win.
Yeah.
I still think they win that game.
Yep.
But-
So
my thing is, you gotta. Who knows how long it's gonna take Deshaun Watson? You guys are just expecting him to
Bro,
be.
that's 13 wins.
and that's another 4-2, and I'm being nice with that 4-2. They could go 5-1.
You got.
Or
You guys
6-0.
are
So we're
really
talking about
expect-
13
You guys are
wins right now.
expecting.
10,
them,
13 wins.
you guys are expecting then. I mean, Deshaun Watson to come back the same way he left, even though he took a whole year off and plus 6
Yes, yes, he's nice.
Deshaun's like that, bro.
That's 10.
10 to 11.
That's
maybe
10
12
wins. That's 10 wins or one. Yeah, that's 10 wins. Me being very nice.
Okay.
That's me being very nice, giving every questionable game toss up and getting half of them losses. So I mean, me personally, I think they go 12. They get 12 wins.
Yeah,
So
I
if
think
that
they
wins the
get 10 as
division,
well.
12 wins the division. That's what it is. That's my season prediction.
All right.
Yeah, I think the
Move on.
number is
All
10 to 13 right now.
Next thing.
Next team, I mean, we may as well go to your Baltimore Ravens,
You can.
then, right? So you guys had one weapon in the wide receiver core, and that was Hollywood Brown,
Okay.
and he's now an Arizona Cardinal. So that leaves you with Rashad Bateman as your wide receiver 1, and I am just puzzled beyond that. I mean, Mark Andrews, sure.
What do you mean
Just
sure? He's a
nobody-
top 3 tight end. How you,
Sure,
how you just gonna
sure.
breeze
That's
past the
it,
short?
bro. That's just it.
How you
Like,
gonna-
that's all you got.
How you gonna breeze past that? Like,
So who
Yeah,
did
he's
y'all pick up?
solid, Sure.
Who did y'all pick up, Ja, this offseason that made y'all a better
Offense?
team?
our
Like-
defense. So Marcus Williams, Morgan Moses. Our offensive line is a lot better. Ronnie Staley's gonna be back healthy this year.
You get your running backs back.
Yeah, we get both our running
You
backs.
got Dobbins back and Gus Edwards, right?
Expecting running backs coming off of bad injuries like that, like 2 of them. I don't know.
We get Marcus Peters back. We got Marlon Humphrey back. We signed Kyle Fuller to be our cornerback number 3.
That's a good pickup.
We drafted Kyle Hamilton.
That's a great pickup.
Odafe
The defense
Owe
is stacked.
back. Yeah.
But here's the thing: the
What is the
Ravens'
Ravens-
defense
what
is
is-
always stacked.
What wins the
always
games most of the time?
Huh? Defense,
deep-
sure,
So-
I mean,
sure.
I'm looking at the schedule right now, and you guys should come out 3-1. Then, if that's what you're saying,
Where?
you know, you play the Jets week 1,
That should
then
be-
you follow that up
that's
with
easy.
Miami,
Should-
which
yep, should
you
be
think
That
a-
should be a
dub.
W.
Then New England,
should be a
It should
dub.
be another
Should be a
W.
dub.
and then that's when things start
Buffalo,
picking up
I'm
a
gonna give
little
y'all a loss.
I'm a
Cincy, that's a toss up.
Okay.
bit. Yep, and then you got to come to the fucking depths of MetLife.
Giants, I'll give y'all the win.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cleveland toss. Tampa Bay. I'm gonna give.
Their O line is hurt right now.
Man.
They just lost two
They-
of their O
they
line,
lo-
2 of their starters.
Wirfs only had a cramp. Wirfs
okay.
only had a cramp. He got carted off for a cramp. It seemed badder than what it was, or
Yeah,
worse
all
than
right,
it
But
was.
they lost their center, Jensen, right? He's gone, right?
Yeah, they lost somebody though. I'm gonna give
Bro,
y'all a
we're
loss
talking
for
about-
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, we're talking
New
about Tom
Orleans, I'll
Brady.
give you
by the way,
W.
you know we play good against Tom Brady all the time, right?
Well, we're gonna find.
Last time we played Tom Brady, we beat him. Just throwing it out there. But Matt's making a face like he's just Baltimore can't beat good teams. Apparently, this
Bro,
all of a
I
sudden.
just-
They very well can. That's why I'll give y'all.
apparently they can't. So
I gotta give y'all some losses too.
Yeah,
now.
no,
we
we're
gotta
not
be
definitely-
fair
yeah,
here.
for sure.
So I'm gonna give y'all the loss for Tampa Bay. I'll give y'all a win for New Orleans, Carolina,
That should be it,
Jacksonville. Now Denver,
though.
That's a
Easy ass
toss-up.
schedule.
that's a toss. Pittsburgh, that's a W.
We'll split.
Cleveland, I'm gonna give y'all a loss. For one loss for
Yeah,
Cleveland. I
that's-
think y'all split.
Yeah.
So I'll give y'all a W and a loss for Cleveland.
Okay.
All right. ATL W, Pittsburgh W. I think you sweep Pittsburgh this year. For the first time ever. And Cincy, I'm gonna give y'all a loss for Cincy.
Both
And
times. You think they're gonna
a
sweep us?
W. I'll give you a split because I'm being nice. All right. Because I'm being nice. Honestly, so that how many losses is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna give y'all 5 losses.
So that's 12 wins right
That's
there.
12 wins as well. So like it's a toss up. Like I said, it could be a 12-5, and it all depends on how y'all play. Your division games. You know,
Yeah.
if y'all take a bad loss against Pittsburgh or some shit like that, or get swept by Cincy, y'all done.
What
If
if
y'all
we-
get
what-
swept
what-
by
what-
any team, y'all
What
done.
if we sweep Cleveland? Are we done still then too?
If y'all sweep Cleveland, y'all looking great in great shape. But if y'all get swept by Cleveland, which is very possible as well,
Just like us, that make
which is very
The problem
possible
is
as
it's very
well.
possible to get swept by Cleveland, and then it's very possible again to lose a game to Pittsburgh.
That too. It's very possible. It's a
that-
very
what's
close
that?
division.
I said the problem is that it's very possible to get swept by Cincy and Cleveland, and then also like Pittsburgh is still always a tough matchup for you guys.
They're a touch matchup for anybody in the division.
Word.
Why you just sweeping it like they're just gonna beat us and then lose everybody else? This was drilled in your head.
I don't
right
think
now.
they're that good. Pittsburgh kind of stinks to me this year.
Pittsburgh's not good to me this year. They're
Yeah,
really not. That's why I'm
quarterback
giving
plays
y'all the
everything.
sweep. I'm giving y'all the sweep for Pittsburgh.
For right now, yeah.
Yeah, 5 losses unless y'all fuck it up.
It's crazy. I just
12-5. How are we crazy?
No,
I mean, that's a great record.
Matt does not think we're gonna go 12-5. I could tell by the way he's reacting on everything.
I think they're gonna get 10 wins.
So 10-7.
10-7.
10-7. I mean, it can happen. It's all possible. I'm gonna go. I'm me personally, even though I wrote down 12-5, I'll go 11-6.
Marcus Peters, free
I think
cash. He's
realistically,
been for
I'll
the
go
past 2
11
years.
11-6.
It's a fact.
he's a Bengals fan.
Cornerback's been falling off like crazy in the NFL.
Marcus Peters takes chances though. He's an aggressive quarterback, and he's under Wink. He was under Wink Martindale too. You get left on an island in Wink Martindale's defense.
Seymour and Roberts, who didn't start an NFL game in his life. That's
Ed, stop saying the N-word, bro. Fuck out of here. Keep on clicking comments in his fucking. Come on.
Yeah,
Bro,
this is
I see what he's saying, and it's just not like I don't see what's delusional about this. Like Baltimore has a lot of competition in this division at this point.
just like any other team. Cleveland's wide receiver core is not that much better than ours.
yes, it is.
I need
clears
Ed to call
Baltimore.
in.
It clears Baltimore right now
Okay,
So,
and our defense clears them.
by a little bit.
and this is what I gotta say about Baltimore.
I'm not, like
That Ed just said. Lamar Jackson has absolutely no fucking excuses this year. I don't want to hear shit. If y'all go 10-6 and miss the playoffs because of it, I don't want to hear it, bro. I really don't care. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't care about y'all health. Y'all stacked. Y'all deep. Y'all got depth. Even if y'all get hurt, I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear
I have
it.
the same energy for Justin Herbert then.
All right, I will.
All right.
I
have
will.
that same energy for Justin Herbert.
I will.
100%.
I will.
And I'll have the same energy for the Bengals too.
Sure.
And don't I want to hear no excuse when if Cleveland does bad. Oh, Deshaun Watson just came back for a year. What do you expect? He's rusty. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
No, you are gonna hear that
No,
bullshit.
hell no.
You are gonna hear that because
the
he's
fuck
been
outta
out
here.
for
You just said he's
for a
like
year
that.
and a half.
You just said he's like that.
I think
You
he's
just-
like
okay,
that, and
no excuses.
my prediction.
So no excuses.
No.
You just said he's
My
like that.
prediction.
And I said,
My prediction doesn't give fucking
Bro, you
Deshaun
just-
Watson an excuse.
yes, it does.
No, it
because I
doesn't.
just asked you. I said you expected Deshaun Watson to come back after a year.
I do. I
So
do
then
expect him.
no
I do
excuses then.
expect him to.
So what's the excuse? Why does he have an excuse? You're already building.
but
an
that's
excuse.
the excuse.
No,
if he doesn't,
no,
if he's
no,
ass,
you're building.
if he's rusty,
no, you're building.
there's nothing you can do about it. Yes, yes,
you're not
yes.
getting away with that, bro.
It's a year and a
There's
half
there's
absent, bro.
You literally just said, "Oh, so if he does good, he's like that. But if he does bad, he has an excuse." What sense?
Yeah.
What sense does that
Actually,
make?
yeah, it does make sense.
What sense does that make? Explain it.
I think he's.
Explain it.
I'm telling you right now. I think
Please.
he's good enough to come straight out after a year and a half and be good. But if he's rusty, that's the reason why he's rusty, bro. Like, that's what it is, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is to me, bro.
So every other quarterback has all the excuses in Corey's mind, but Lamar Jackson. Okay, you're right. I get it now. I get it.
Bro, my own quarterback doesn't even have excuses this year.
Oh, okay. Besides them two.
So what do you mean?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I hold certain quarterbacks to certain standards. So yes.
So then hold Deshaun Watson to that standard you just said 10 minutes ago.
I will hold
Justin
him to
Herbert
a standard.
Is the same thing too. Justin Herbert has to bring it this year too.
Yo,
he brings it.
Crazy.
He does bring it every year. He does bring it every year. It's his team that's ass.
Oh my god, that was a team game. This is crazy. That was a team game.
Yeah,
for Justin Herbert.
It is for the Ravens too, and that's why I don't think they're that good because everybody around Lamar Jackson.
Y'all are crazy. Yo, y'all be flip flopping.
The defense is there. The defense is there for the
They're a
Ravens.
solid team.
So
everybody else in the division.
So for whoever y'all like, y'all move the goalposts for. But
no, you just move the goalposts in every argument.
How?
That's what you do.
I just literally
move goalposts in arguments, and you say I'm this and I'm that, and I do this and I do that, and it's just a realistic fact.
Major question. Before we got to the Ravens, we were on the Browns. I said y'all expect Deshaun Watson to come back and light it up after a year.
Yes.
Plus 6 games.
I still expect him to. But if he doesn't, it's because he's rusty.
So then what's the point?
But I expect him to. But that shouldn't be everybody's expectation, though. It's just my expectation.
This is crazy. So you're building an excuse for the man.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't care.
All right, so no, I'm not.
He has an excuse. He hasn't played. He hasn't had any good massages.
He has an excuse. You're right.
So he's gonna have a lot of lactic acid in his muscles when he comes back week 7. All right.
No, you just say Deshaun Watson never had a squad. You forgot who DeAndre Hopkins is. Did you forget he came from Houston?
And that was the squad, though.
That was it.
That was the squad.
Name a wide receiver that had the caliber of Deshaun Watson for the Ravens.
You'll never have that caliber for.
Lamar has no excuses. You're right.
He doesn't.
My bad. Okay.
If there's anybody that has excuses and knows how to get himself out of things, I think it's Deshaun Watson at this point.
Y'all just made.
This is a sick.
Y'all just made no sense. That is y'all are.
He knows how to get himself out of
Jameis comeback player of the year. I can see that happening. I can see that happening.
Oh, I can't believe y'all, bro. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are nuts. Oh my god.
Well, never mind.
Eddie, shut up. Shut up, Ed.
Y'all are really
shut up, Ed.
Crazy.
I'm crazy. Whatever. I don't care what you guys
just
say.
said. So basically, the man can't do nothing bad next year. He might as well just play to play.
Talk Bills. Talk Bengals.
No, we'll talk. Bengals. Yes. We'll talk Bengals.
This is crazy.
So the Bengals. The real question with the Bengals, honestly, for this year coming up, is was this a fluke or not? You know what I'm saying? Was this last run really real? And I think it was. I think they have real good talent. I think they're a great team. But I also do think that they went on a very hot run. And they everything was clicking. And teams, it was the first time teams really seen the Bengals click the way that they clicked. It was the first time that NFL defense has seen Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow together really clicking. This year, they're going to have more tape. This year, they're going to have more strategy. What is the real expectations for the Bengals here?
I got them either winning or coming in second. It's between us and them, me personally. That's what I think.
I think they win the division.
I wouldn't be shocked if they do win it, but I don't know. What's Jesse Bates' situation? Did he resign?
I don't think he resigned.
That's a big piece.
Yeah, Jesse Bates is a big.
What's Jesse Bates' status?
Well, I'm looking right now. First 4 games, they could come out a quick 4-0. Pittsburgh week 1, Dallas week 2, the Jets, and then Miami.
Yeah, they're definitely starting off.
I mean, don't all teams that go on a Super Bowl go on a run? Yeah, obviously, yes. They all go on a run, but you do see a lot of Super Bowl teams not even make the playoffs the next year because of that, because they went on a run. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see. 11-6, I mean, that's a good prediction.
Is he at training camp?
Jesse Bates. I don't.
He said he's still on the
He's
team.
holding out. I'm pretty sure.
That's big. He's
still on the team though.
He's probably their best defensive player.
Philly didn't go on a run. Well, Philly knows how to fuck everything up.
Lamont, stop. Can you stop? Why are we still bringing up Philly's 2007? It's 2022, my guy. That happened in 2017. You worry about Philly, bro.
All right, that's a good sign that he showed up in training camp.
Well,
He showed up.
I'm
I mean, he's
looking
good
now.
then.
Look at that. Like I said,
I
they
can
could
see
be
them starting
4-0.
up. I can see that.
4-0, and then they're up against you guys. So we'll call that a toss-up. Then they go against the Saints. You want to call that? No, I think
That's
they
a
win
W.
that game. They
Atlanta,
play Atlanta,
W.
W. Cleveland could toss it up.
Toss.
Then they play Carolina. That's another W.
W.
Pittsburgh. That's a W.
W.
Tennessee right now.
That's a toss
W.
I can see them losing to Tennessee, honestly. That was their.
I don't like Tennessee this year
The
as much
Bengals
as I did
run-
last year. Them losing
Yeah,
AJ is
them
going to
losing
hurt
AJ
them,
Brown is
bro.
gonna hurt.
I mean, they
also
got
lost
Robert Woods,
Julio
but
as well.
yeah, Julio's whatever, though. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, that's another wide receiver, a big body, and the fact that they're relying on Robert Woods off an ACL tear is very tough. So
I heard Traylon Burks is doing pretty well in camp, though, out of there, Tennessee.
we'll call it a W for right now. A toss-up for Kansas City the next week. Cleveland, we'll call that a toss-up as well.
That's a loss, Kansas City, bro. They're going to lose to Kansas City.
I think so, too.
All right, so we'll call it a loss. And then they play Tampa Bay. We'll call that a toss-up. New England, that's a W. Buffalo, I'd probably say that's a loss.
Yeah, you already know. We definitely go into the Giants-Eagles game, whenever that is. I feel like there's going to be a lot more on the line this time around than there's been since the last Giants-Eagles games. So I would love to go to Giants-Eagles game for sure. And, yeah, Tim is right. Woods is coming off of an ACL as well.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
I
You're
really don't
relying
like the
on him to be
Titans.
your
I don't
wide
like the
receiver
Titans
one.
that much this year.
I think Burks is going to be number one. And they're just going to run Derrick Henry. Oh, crazy. Like they always do.
12 wins right there. And then that's on the low
So
side, honestly.
We got every team at 12 wins. So it's like
The top, well,
it all
I
depends what happens in the division. If somebody gets swept between those three teams, whoever gets swept is not winning that division. And whoever sweeps is in a very good chance to win that division. So it all depends on how you play the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Browns, Ja. If the Baltimore Ravens can win the division, my friend.
I have the Bengals coming in first, and then I got the Browns right after them. I have the Bengals winning 13 games, and then I think the Browns come in with 12 right afterwards, and I think the Ravens end up falling a little bit short this year at 10 wins.
I think the Ravens can still make the playoffs no matter what, though. Like, it's very possible for 3 AFC North teams to make the playoffs, in my opinion.
It's either going to be 3 AFC North or 3 AFC West teams, I think.
Right. Correct. I agree.
Or 2-2. At least 2-2.
For sure. Definitely 2-2. That's a fact. But one of the divisions is going to get 3 in, and the other division's going to get 2 in.
I don't know. I just think Cleveland's getting too much hype, like always. Like they were supposedly Super Bowl contenders years ago too, when they got Odell and all that.
But like I said off in our meeting yesterday, there's an actual wild card spot since last year, and it's a lot more possible for 3 teams to make the playoffs in the division.
We are talking about the AFC, though, and don't forget about the AFC West and how loaded that division is as well.
Yeah.
So one of those teams also can sneak in and take one of those wild card spots.
Yeah, that's it.
AKA the Raiders. But I do think the Ravens are better than the Raiders. I really do. I do think that.
That's tough. I haven't really thought about the Raiders much.
The Raiders. We're not going to get into the Raiders till next week. We'll do AFC West next week, and NFC East maybe. Yeah, that's what we'll do next week. AFC West and NFC East. But yeah, I think the Ravens are better than the Raiders, and I think the Ravens will get that wild card spot over the Raiders ultimately. But
So we got the Bills.
no, we gotta go. We gotta do Pittsburgh.
Oh,
We gotta do
Oh, I
Pittsburgh.
thought we were skipping over. You said.
No. We're gonna.
We'll mention.
We
them,
just
I guess,
didn't.
a little
We
bit.
didn't write down their schedule and all that good shit. But we're still gonna talk about
So
it.
what are their expectations? They're always a dangerous team. I don't care who their quarterback is. They're gonna run They're gonna go.
The
to,
defense is still there,
and they still have
right?
Najee Harris.
Somewhat, but
They still have
even then,
Najee.
it wasn't really the steel curtain like we've come to know last year. They were somewhat softer.
They still had a very solid defense last year, and
They do have the defensive player of the year.
the problem with the Steelers is obviously the quarterback. What's concerning me big time with the Steelers this year is that supposedly Mason Randolph is QB1 right now, not Mitch Trubisky. And that's a problem. If that's the case, that is a real problem for the Steelers right
I seen today they switched it up again. They said now Trubisky was in the lead after training camp today.
It's going to keep
The
going
fact
back.
that they're in competition
It's gross.
is a problem.
It's gross.
Is a big problem. If that's the case, just give Kenny Pickett to start week 1. What is y'all expectations on Kenny Pickett?
He's not going to play this year.
Do you think he plays this year? No?
Plays this year.
I don't think so.
I think he might, bro.
I think he might play a little bit. I think it's going to take him at least week 6 or 7 to see the field.
Nah, I don't think he sees it at all, honestly.
They're saying
I'll
week
take it
6.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's a good number.
I
I
agree.
mean,
The main person I'm worried about as a Ravens fan, besides like Najee, is George Pickens.
Pickens gonna be tough,
That's what I'm really worried about.
but he don't got nobody to throw to him. So
yeah.
I mean,
They also lost doo-doo shit Pooster. So
yeah, they got Deontay
Boo Boo
Johnson.
Schuster.
yeah, he's out of there. And they just gave Deontay the bag. And Chase Claypool thinks he's the best wide receiver in the league
He
as well.
does. He has a lot
And
of
they
proving.
got
A lot of proving to
their
do
tight
this
end is
week.
pretty good too.
Fairmouth?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's pretty decent.
Yeah, he's
I'll give him
solid.
that. He's solid.
I mean,
solid tight end.
This division gonna be a dogfight like always.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
there's
It's
not-
going to be
there's-
very
There's
interesting.
not gonna be one team that runs through the division. Like
I agree.
that's not gonna
I
happen.
think it's going to be decided by one game or decided by divisional record. I think the division will be decided by divisional record because that's what comes after regular record. You have heads up record, and if you have a good heads up record, if it's 1-1, then it goes to divisional record, I'm pretty sure. And that might be tied. All 3 might be tied by the end of the
It's gonna be
by the end of the season. Then it might have to go to the points 4 after that. So I think it's going to be a dogfight. That in the AFC West, I feel like is the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know who's going to win. I don't know. I'll be able to tell you halfway through the season who's going to win, but a lot of people can do that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Right now,
But
it's
the
all
Steelers,
speculations.
I do know
got-
will come in last in the division, in my opinion.
I think so too.
I think they come in last. I think they win
I think
6
Mike,
games.
I think Mike Tomlin has his first losing record this year.
yeah, it's
It's sad.
with Mitch. I just don't believe in Mitch Trubisky.
Trubisky. The boy's mid.
He's a good game manager. He's a way better game manager than Randolph.
Rudolph.
I keep on saying Randolph for some reason. And he did lead a very shitty Bears team, to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not going to out the Steelers completely yet. I would rather see Kenny Pickett rock out and them just tank a little bit and just get ready for, a new quarterback, a new regime, and fresh new rookie bodies the next year. But we'll see what happens.
And I don't know. I think depending on how the season goes, I think we're gonna actually make a wide receiver trade. I'm looking at Michael Thomas, see how he does.
That's my sleeper in
Can he
fantasy,
play?
by the way.
Can he get on the field?
Yeah,
He's on the practice field.
Yeah, he's
So
He was on the PUP list now.
Yeah, he's off.
He's off?
He's been in training camp.
Thank God. Jesus Christ. It's been taking a little bit.
he's off. He's ready to roll week 1.
I
So
hope.
So, all right. Speaking of AFC North, so taking into account the offense, defense, and special teams, rank the rosters.
Oh, jeez.
You gotta take account offense, defense, and
I mean,
special teams.
Isn't that already what we said? I think it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals coming out number 1, then the Browns.
you said rank the roster.
Yeah.
You didn't say rank what
Is that not the team?
Browns, Bengals, Ravens,
The
Steelers.
ceiling is the roof. Is that?
Browns, Bengals, Ravens, Steelers. That's my ranking for AFC North rosters.
I got Cincy.
on paper.
On paper, I got Cincy, Baltimore, Cleveland, Steelers. I feel like our only flaw is the wide receiver side.
Cleveland's stacked too. Yeah, and just relying on 2 running backs coming off of knee tears, it's scary to me. I don't know.
Mike Davis is a serviceable running back. He didn't do bad in Atlanta last year.
I'm not relying on Mike Davis.
I'm not relying on him. I'm just saying. And Dobbins I don't know. I think
I
he's
like
gonna bounce
Dobbins
back.
a lot.
I like Dobbins.
I got Dobbins in Dynasty League.
We still got Justin Tucker. We got the best kicker in the league.
Is that's supposed to move the needle for me? Come on, bro.
A lot of games in the late season come down to field goals. So yes,
I guess I'm not determining like.
So division winners, and then we're gonna move on to AFC East. I got the Browns. You got the Bengals. Ja has the Ravens.
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yep.
All right. Let's move on to
AFC.
Hold on. We're gonna have a new segment today, ladies and gentlemen. A new segment, and it's called Pick a Side. Brought to you by Wings and Things, Toms River, New Jersey. If you want some delicious chicken, a good fat sandwich, very good catering at a very low price, local. If you guys are from the Ocean County area, Monmouth County area, go check out Wings and Things, man. They got great stuff. They got great smoothies, by the way, at Aztec. They have a great smoothie spot next door, and they sell sea moss and sea moss infused smoothies.
I'm not mature.
Bussin'. I'm telling you, bussin', and very healthy for you. Nobody worry about your unhealthy ass, nigga.
My fault, bro.
You pork eating swine creature.
Swine, my brother.
All right, pick a side. All right. And who are we picking between? Deshaun Watson or Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
Everybody in the comments. Deshaun Watson or Joe Burrow, and why?
Now,
Comment section.
We're talking
please.
about. We're not talking about who are you just taking this season? Who you think is going to be better? If you had to start a team with one of these quarterbacks and build around them, who are you building around? Because it's an interesting question.
That's what
where
we're
things
using
get
as a
sticky.
criteria.
I feel that's what's fair. Really makes things fair.
I'm talking about
Deshaun Watson. If we're taking Deshaun Watson at full, all guns blazing, he's a top 5 quarterback in the league.
that he is.
And you're taking Joe Burrow that smoothly?
Yes.
Wow. What moves the needle for you like that?
He's a winner.
He's a winner.
I hate to say it. I mean, I don't fucking like it.
So if
He
you
got to
put
the Super Bowl.
Deshaun Watson on that Bengals squad last year, how did they do?
Can't say that. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I haven't seen Deshaun Watson. Last time I seen Deshaun Watson play, he was 4-12. So
All right, so let's say if Deshaun let's go 2019 Deshaun Watson versus 2021 Joe Burrow. Who are you taking?
Joe Burrow.
I don't know.
I
don't know. I'm leaning Deshaun.
I like Deshaun Watson, but y'all making it seem like he's the next Tom Brady. Y'all over here.
Deshaun could fucking sling the rock, man.
He's a top man. Listen,
You got him. He's a top 5 quarterback.
before that playoff run, Joe Burrow was not considered a top
He had
even 10 quarterback. He wasn't even considered a top 10
because he got hurt his rookie year.
Okay,
All
but
right,
a Cinderella
exactly.
run can't just throw you into the top
And what run did Deshaun Watson have? Please tell me.
Oh, you were just telling me about how he beat the Bills in the playoffs.
He did.
and how
Okay, he won one game in the
like-
playoff. He got and he blew a lead against
he
Cincinnati.
wins.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's Lamar Jackson the winner too.
Is Lamar Jackson a winner?
Yes.
I mean,
Based on what you
Lamar
did-
Jackson,
yes,
I would say yes,
okay.
because
All right,
he's
I
just
wanted
not
to-
surrounded by winners.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear.
But that's
Because
he
I don't
doesn't
want
even
y'all-
make the cut in here. He needs to step his game up this season.
A unanimous MVP needs to step his game up. Jesus, what had Deshaun Watson won?
Nothing yet.
Okay,
Nothing yet. He's won a couple of playoff games, but
He won the legal decision. That's what
I'm
he
not
won.
gonna let one good run out of Burrow really determine,
So then,
really shit on a
I'm not shitting-
career
I'm
of
not
top
shitting-
5 greatness with
I'm
Deshaun Watson, bro. His whole career, he's been going nuts, crazy, putting it on his back.
I think it's close. I think it's close.
And hold on. Who the fuck did Deshaun Watson beat in the national championship game?
Alabama.
Bama, right?
Who did Joe Burrow beat that whole year to win a national championship?
Yeah, they snapped.
So what are you doing?
I almost thought for a second
Where were you
Deshaun.
getting at?
I
Please
thought
tell
I was
me.
about to get at that Deshaun beat Joe Burrow in the national championship, but that was one. That was a couple years apart. That was a couple years apart. Yeah.
That would have been nuts.
So 2017, he had 1,600.
He's so efficient, man. That's the
Yes,
thing.
he has 1,600 yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. 2018, he had 4,100.
33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions on 4,000 yards. That's moving the needle for me.
What, Watson?
Yeah.
2019 Watson? That's what we're looking at right there?
2020.
2020? That's what I meant.
Yup.
Whenever before Deshaun Watson got
This
what
bullshit. Yeah.
into the bullshit that year before that. 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns,
46
seven picks, and how many rushing yards on top of that?
And so,
So
Joe
now
Burrow.
you counting rushing? Oh, this is
I mean,
crazy.
yeah,
For
it matters.
Deshaun Watson, sure, yeah.
matters.
We counted for Lamar Jackson all the time, so why not?
It matters.
Don't do that. That's
You do?
goalposts moving by you. That's goalposts moving by you now. That's goalposts moving by you now.
You count his rushing, or do you always say does he need to throw? He needs to throw. Why you?
But he can throw. That's the thing. He can throw for 4,000 yards. Lamar Jackson cannot throw for 4,000 yards ever in his career. It will never happen. Never.
We'll bet on that. I bet you happens this year. I bet you $100.
4,000 yards. 100. That's a bet, nigga.
Bet it.
That's a bet. Hey, if y'all see the lock-in, I want the handshake emoji in the chat right now.
Oh my.
Clip that shit
Bet
too, Matt. Clip that shit.
Bet it.
4,000 yards by Lamar Jackson this year. $100.
Back to the segment.
All right.
Joe Burrow last year had 4,600 yards with 34 touchdowns and a Super Bowl run. So what are you getting at?
What do you have? Say it again.
He had 3 less touchdowns with 7 more interceptions.
He had more touchdowns than what are you talking about? He had
3 more touchdowns.
Oh, he had
Deshaun
one more touchdown
Okay.
with 7 more interceptions.
And how many yards?
Yeah, 200 less yards.
All right. This is why this is pick a side, because this is very comparable quarterbacks
Super
here.
Bowl run.
I don't care.
Deshaun Watson was padding his stats that year. They were dog shit. They were playing for
We're stat pad.
So all
in
right,
the regular season.
You're sounding like me with Russell Westbrook right now.
I'm sounding like you with Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott has these numbers. Is he good? Is he good?
Vinny, what up, baby?
Is Dak Prescott good to you guys?
Sir. Bro.
Yes or no? A simple yes. Don't be yes or no. Based on your criteria for Deshaun Watson, is Dak Prescott good?
Dak Prescott.
Yes or
This
no?
isn't pick a side with Dak Prescott.
This isn't pick a side with Dak Prescott, and this is what John Mayer likes to do. He likes to name other athletes and bring other stuff in to arguments that has nothing to do with the argument.
Can you answer the question? Is Dak Prescott a good quarterback?
He's decent.
So,
This is Deshaun Watson and Joe Burrow.
He's decent.
answer the question. Is he a good quarterback?
He's solid. He's solid.
Yes, he's
But
solid.
Deshaun Watson is the
He's
next
better.
coming of.
Deshaun Watson moves the needle more.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, he does.
Yes, because Deshaun Watson's way more versatile than Dak.
Yep.
Way more versatile.
Deshaun
Did it with a
moves
lot
way
less.
better out the pocket too. Way better.
And can break a motherfucker's ankles.
If Deshaun Watson had that Cowboys offensive line, oh man. Oh man.
I mean, CeeDee Lamb with Amari Cooper.
Okay, so he does now.
And-
so no excuses now. He does now.
Yes.
Okay, so no excuses. Back to that. No excuses.
I didn't come up with
I
an
know.
excuse.
I know. I'm not saying.
You,
know what,
you
though,
just
Deshaun
keep on
Watson's still
bringing,
gonna be
you
a
keep
top
on
5
bringing
quarterback.
excuses up. He's his top 5 quarterback in my head. Yes.
Okay.
By the end of the year, he won't have that any rust. I promise you, and he will be at the top of his game.
Okay.
And
I
I still think the
listen.
Browns win the division.
Listen, like I said, I'm not a Deshaun Watson hater. I like him. I liked him in Houston. I liked him in Clemson. Him and Lamar had a good battle when Lamar was at Louisville. Lamar 2-0 against him. So I don't hate him.
We'll see what happens,
We'll
man. This is gonna be a good.
It's gonna be a dogfight.
It's gonna be a great divisional.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be a great division for this year. I will say that.
I'm just letting you know.
So pick a side. I got Deshaun Watson. I got
Deshaun Watson.
You got Deshaun Watson. And you have Joe Burrow. Correct, Job?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And that's pick a side, guys. Bye. Wings of Things. Shout out to my guy, Vinny. Hey, September 8th, Vin, or September 7th, the Dine on Us golf outing out in Atlantic City. We're going to have plenty of Hall of Fame athletes, and Mo Sports will be there interviewing all of them. I'm not going to, I'll say a couple of them. Jeremiah Trotta,
Sterling Sharp.
Stephen Baker, Sterling Sharp, Irving Fryer, Mike
interview? Check out that episode.
Mike Quick, Mike Cross, maybe too. I forget. Type out a list for me, Vinny. Yes, September 8th. Make sure dine on us, and we're helping out military
Veterans.
veterans,
Yes, sir.
struggling military veterans. Shout out to Jamir, Air Force,
Yo.
Air Force active.
Appreciate that.
That's what we doing it for. We doing it for the vets, man. Doing it for the vets. Andre Reed. Andre Reed too? Am I bugging? Vinny? Howard Cross?
That did not say Andre Reed.
I know, that's that Andre Rison. I could have sworn there was an Andre Reed though too.
Andre Reed's there. Ooh.
That would be
We
tough.
talked about him.
I'm pretty
Twitter
sure
with
Andre
Irv.
Reed is there.
He might be. He's good friends with Irv, and we had talked.
Bart
we had mentioned
Oaks.
that with Irv.
I'm pretty sure Andre Reed gonna be there. I don't know. Yes,
What's it
Andre
called?
Reed
Oh,
will be
yeah.
there. Andre
Oh,
Reed will
okay.
be there. That's gonna be a fire interview.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Sterling Sharp, fire interview.
Yep.
Jeremiah Trotta, fire interview.
We got some other guys in the back.
We got some shit lined up. I'm telling y'all. Y'all make sure y'all head down to AC that day
Yes, sir.
because and the Divide Line, Fox Sports Philly is going to be there as well, and I'm going to be with the Divide Line as well, doing a full episode with Fox Sports. So it's going to be a lit time. It's going to be great. Make sure y'all pop in for that. So anyway,
Next division, right?
next division. Let's
AFC North.
AFC North,
No, we just did that. AFC East.
AFC East. Yeah, come on, Matt. Come on, Matt.
AFC East.
I guess we start with the Bills.
You want to start off with the Bills? All right.
Start
let's
off
talk
with the
Bills.
favorite.
I mean,
They should win 13 games.
maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, they are favorites.
Maybe.
Right now.
Mike
Super Bowl
Rozier.
favorites.
Mike Rozier. That's
Maybe 14 games.
Yeah, they got the Bills. They got no excuses too. They got to come out.
This is what I
booming.
wanted to read you guys. Remember in the meeting I was letting you go? I was telling you guys what Warren Sharp was saying about the Bills.
Yes. Go ahead and
He
talk
said,
about that.
speaking truth about the Bills, played the number one easiest schedule last year, faced 6 teams that made the playoffs, second fewest, and only won 2 out of the 6. Won just 4 out of 10 games when not winning the turnover battle, and now have the second largest increase in schedule difficulty this year.
It makes you think: are they just lucky last year? Or are they actually good?
I think
Oh, no,
they're
but-
very good.
And they said on a positive note, they absolutely won't go 0-5 and one score games like they did last year. However, the Bills are 11-1 in the AFC East the last 2 years, and that's what saves them.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, they come out with an absolute bloodbath going up against the Rams week 1. That's going to be really exciting.
I think they lose to the Rams week 1.
I think so,
I
too.
didn't lose a close one.
Yeah, the Rams are just too in sync for me.
Oh
to see
no,
them.
Ron Miller coming back too. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
The Rams, like, I'm gonna say it now. I think the Rams running shit back. Period.
Ooh,
I think. Oh yeah. I think they running it back.
Yo, did y'all see that? Speaking of Rams, you see that pass Matt Stafford through the Cooper Cup?
Yeah,
I have not.
Yo,
they're like that, man. They have a different type of connection.
that shit was crazy.
That shit is different for sure. I mean, but they have that game against the Rams, so we'll call that an L. They come out against Tennessee the next week. That's a dub. Miami, that's a dub. Baltimore, that's a toss-up.
We'll give them a toss just to be nice to y'all. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yep. Pittsburgh, W.
Speak your truth.
No, 'cause I
we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. No, man, don't flip
I-
flop
yeah,
when you
no,
get on
give it an
camera.
L. I think they're losing. I
Don't
think they
flip-flop
beat
when we on
the.
the
I think they
camera,
beat the
man.
Ravens. I think they
Alright.
beat the Ravens. Go ahead.
All right,
Nigga, I ain't
Pittsburgh
gonna
is a
order it.
dub.
Popping you up for the going against
Kansas
the
City
Ravens
is a toss-up.
That's a loss. They're gonna lose to Kansas City.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah, they beat Kansas City this time.
That's
I
a
think.
toss-up to me.
They gotta lose sometime. They gotta lose at least 2 or 3 games. Like
Well, yeah, they're going to lose to Baltimore, and then they're going to beat Pittsburgh.
no. They're gonna beat Baltimore. That's what I said. They're gonna beat
Okay.
Baltimore.
Matt, you said they gonna dog walk us. Pick a side, bro.
I mean, I think I wasn't
Word to
trying
wings
give-
and things.
Pick a side. Which one is it? You keep
Word to wings and
like,
things. Tom's River. Pick a side.
Stand on what you say.
You want fries
Don't,
or do you want onion rings, nigga?
don't double back. Stand on what you
I mean,
say.
I still think they're going to be good games nonetheless.
You just
Green Bay,
This nigga be gabbing, but keep going.
Green
Yo.
Green Bay is going to be a tough game.
That's a toss up. I'll give
Yeah.
them a toss up on Green Bay.
Then they got the Jets, Minnesota,
W,
dub.
W.
Cleveland,
Toss.
yeah, Detroit dub, New England dub, Jets dub, Miami dub, Chicago dub, Cincinnati
Toss.
toss up, and then New England dub.
So
I
let's
mean,
see
damn,
here.
they have a nice run in that second half where they play Detroit, New England, the Jets, Miami, Chicago. That's going to be really, good to them.
Depending on the weather in the New England game, that could be a toss-up.
They're gonna lose 4 games this year, I think. So what's that? 13-4?
Yeah.
They would be.
You think they sweep Miami?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't see because the Bills are always in shootouts, and Tua's just got that limp biscuit for an arm that I just can't see being able to compete with Josh Allen when it comes down to scoring back and forth like that. And if I'm relying on one of the defenses to get a stop, I'd rely on the Bills defense.
Yeah, I think the Bills have a tough 5 defense.
They're great. They got a good squad.
All depends on how White comes back after his ACL.
And we also got to determine what's going to happen with the play calling now with Daboll leaving Buffalo as well.
Yep.
So we're going to see how good
they're happy to see him go.
they were. Only one was really happy to see. Two of them because they were the two, it was, I'm not even going to say the names.
No, I know
But
one name you're talking
It's
about.
two particular
the weirdo.
Bills fans that were just mad that he left and wanted to hate on the Giants at the same time. So they're like, "Oh, you can have him," even though he groomed Josh Allen into a fucking monster. Okay,
Who's their OC now?
Huh?
You know who's their OC now?
I don't know. I don't even know who their
I don't
OC
really pay
is.
attention to like their coaching changes.
I don't know who their OC is.
Leslie Frazier stood at
You're getting waxed right now. Nationals plus 300 was a smacker. Is that?
I
what
knew
I'm
it
hearing?
was a trap. I knew
Yo.
I knew the Mets were going to be a trap today.
Is Frazier still at DC?
I couldn't tell you the
Who,
Bills
Leslie?
coaching staff
I think
was
Leslie
sorry.
Frazier's still at DC. I think. I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's look it up, bro.
But I mean, the Bills, they need to come out and win 12 games. I mean, that's pretty evident.
If they don't win 12 games,
Joe Brady is the OC, and he's a pretty good offensive coordinator. He was at LSU with Burrow as the OC
Okay,
at
interesting.
LSU. So
if they do not win 12 games, that is
They just don't have
Leslie
a run game
Frazier
like
is
that.
still
That's
the
only
DC.
problem with them.
I got him winning 13 games, 13-4.
Me personally, I got to win 14.
I got 13 games.
I got to win the 14.
13-14.
I got to lose to the Rams, Chiefs, and maybe 13. You're right.
There really isn't that much about the AFC East that's really.
Honestly, I'm
standing
not
out to me
sleeping.
like
I'm not
that.
really sleeping on the Dolphins though.
Let's move on to the
They have a
Dolphins.
good roster.
Let's move on to the
They got a
Dolphins.
good squad, but it's just at the end of the day, I don't take them serious yet. I think that this is going to be their year that they finally get that young core. They have a solid season, but they just come up a little short because they don't have the experience
Or the court. You think?
or the quarterback. Yeah, because I don't think Tua is that guy ultimately.
There was a
Why
lot
don't
of.
y'all have faith in Tua though?
Yeah, throw the ball, bro.
Did you see him last year?
Was he hurt last year?
Yeah, but did you see him when he was
healthy?
playing?
He just has no
Can't throw.
pocket awareness.
Can't throw.
He can't.
He reminds me of
hears the
Jalen Hurts.
footsteps. He hears the footsteps. He gets nauseous behind the pocket.
They're
And he squanders.
Tua and Jalen Hurts were in the same quarterback room for a long time,
So was
and
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is the same shit.
You think
Yeah,
he's
same
he's
shit.
getting changed.
You think he's
Same
asked to?
shit.
You think he's
Belichick.
asked to?
I
He's
just
not-
don't think he can
not
throw
that
the
guy.
ball.
Yeah.
I don't think he can throw the ball, and that's it. You know what I mean? Them boys don't got no arm strength, and
Is the college system's to blame because of that, being that there's so many short routes in college and all these plays are more reliant on kind of.
it's
Well,
the
then-
Alabama
well, so
system. It's
then-
not the college
so wouldn't
system.
that-
It's Alabama.
so
They
wouldn't that
run the
help
ball.
college?
They're heavy.
Wouldn't that help out Tua? All the short routes to Waddle and Tyreek.
Yeah, sure, but like
With
I said, when it
Tyreek, you
comes
got to
down
stretch the
s-
field with Tyreek and Waddle too. They can stretch the field, and
they
they're
can,
not going to
and-
be really
yeah,
able
not
to with his
utilizing
arm.
them to their
Mac had
full ability.
3,800, 22 and 13 last year.
Okay.
For-
It's all
not
right.
bad for
With a
rookie.
great Patriot system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
rookie.
With a great Patriot system with Bill Belichick.
Yep.
So I mean, I really like Mac Jones. He's a great system quarterback. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but
It's
I
just
don't
what
think
is the ceiling for him.
I don't think he's him. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But let me get back on the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are a very, very talented team. Very talented team. But they are going to go as far as Tua takes them. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs this year. I doubt it, honestly, with all that. how stacked the AFC is, I doubt that they make the playoffs. If so, they're going to be fighting for that third playoff spot in the wild card because the Bills are obviously going to win the division. But there was a lot of Dolphins fans that were talking shit to me because I really don't think Tua can throw the ball like that. And people are tagging me because they got a Boost Mobile footage of Tua throwing the ball to Tyreek Hill in stride for the first time all summer since he's came. I mean, I'm not bought in on Tua yet. He's going to have to show me something in game with pressure where he can get hit and hit Tyreek Hill full speed, 60-yard ball in the air. That's what I want to see.
I just don't think he's that bad as that.
Consistently. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's good either, though.
Yeah, I need to see.
He's just not there yet. He's young.
So is he the bottom?
I think he's young.
Is he like, in your opinion, is he a bottom 26 to 32 quarterback, or is he?
No,
He's above that.
he's above that, but he's
in the top.
he's
half.
not
He's not top 20 for sure.
he's not top 20, right? He's not top 20 to me. You know what I'm saying? He's not a guy that you could be like there's no way he's making it past the first round of the playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah, no.
He's not a quarterback that's going to take you there. He's not a quarterback that's going to take you past Josh Allen. He's not a quarterback that's going to take you back past Patrick Mahomes or any of these, Burrow or Lamar Jackson even, or any of these guys. Tua's not better than any of these guys.
Tua or Baker?
Tua.
Would you rather have Tua or would you rather have Ryan Tannehill?
Tannehill. Ooh.
That's what I was just looking at these teams right here, and I think that's the best comparison right now.
Yo,
Not comparison, but I feel
people
like I
hate
don't
on
know
Tannehill a lot, but like
Tannehill-
Tannehill could throw the ball.
Would you
bro.
rather have?
Ryan Tannehill has the most rushing touchdowns for a quarterback since 2018.
And he can run. And
That's
it's crazy
crazy.
that they got rid of him because he just started doing very well for the Dolphins, and then they got rid of him to the Titans.
So who you taking?
For what?
Tannehill by a little
Tannehill
bit
right now. For right now, until Tua proves something
Tua
to
or
me.
Fields?
Tua.
You gotta,
At the moment.
Tua or Goff?
Tua.
Tua. I'll give you that.
Cousins definitely over Tua, right? Cousins.
Yeah, I'm taking Cousins over Tua for
Yeah,
sure.
they both stink.
I mean, Cousins can throw rock though.
Jameis.
Jameis.
I'm taking Jameis.
Taking Jameis. Jameis can air that bitch out.
Jameis can throw.
No,
Jameis
don't
off
be
LASIK?
biased, but Daniel Jones. I'm going through this like team.
I'm taking Tua over Daniel Jones.
That's a toss up at the moment. They're both on the same type of shit to me.
And you guys are taking.
Gotta
Tua-
prove something.
You guys are taking Tua over Hurts.
It's like they're clones almost.
They're the same quarterback, in my opinion.
That's really
Toss-up?
tough.
Toss up.
That's a
Really
toss
tough.
up.
That's this season's gonna determine that.
I'll
You
know
really
a
look at
lot.
the
You really
squad.
don't
Yeah.
have much to go off, like Trey Lance.
I can't tell you that.
I don't know what Trey Lance is about yet.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give Trey Lance a grade
Drew
yet.
Lock?
Come on,
Who?
Tua.
I'm
Or
going
Tua or Drew Lock.
Tua, I guess.
Carson Wentz.
Wentz
Facts.
over Tua.
Nah, maybe pre-ACL tear.
No, like
Not right now.
like
No,
this year. Nah.
Tua.
Right now, I guess I'll take Tua. I guess. But like Wentz is very well could turn up at any point.
I mean, I'm
for
not trying to be
Washington.
funny, but Davis Mills.
Davis Mills
Bro,
can sling that.
Hey, Davis Mills, niggas be sleep on Davis Mills. First of all, like that boy could throw the ball a little
You
bit.
taking him over Tua?
No.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
over Tua.
Trevor Lawrence can air that bitch out. Yeah, I don't see any more comparable.
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson's going to have a solid year, in my opinion. I think the Jets have a somewhat optimistic squad.
That's a toss up for me still.
You taking Zach?
No, I'm going to take Tua for right now. Get back to me in a few weeks.
Anybody on the Steelers?
No,
No.
not Trubisky.
And all right, I mean,
Yeah,
that sounded like a.
it's tough. I mean, it really is tough.
I
Tua's
think that's like a top 22 quarterback.
Yeah, 20 to 22
Yeah.
area, 20 to 25 areas where Tua lies.
Yeah.
And a top 20 to 25 quarterback is not going to get you past the first round.
Yeah, I said
quarterback.
Baker, right? You're taking Baker over Tua?
No,
No.
I'm taking Tua over Baker.
Me as well. We could talk about the Jets, though, keeping it in the AFC East.
Yeah, so what's the Dolphins prediction? Quick.
Yeah, Dolphins prediction 10 win. 7.
7 and 9. That's my 7 and 10. I'm at
I'm gonna
7 and
say
10.
8 to 9 wins.
8 and 9. 8 and 9. 8 and 9.
9-6. No, I'm bugging.
9 and 7.
9-7.
9 and 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 9 and 7.
No,
or
it's 9-8.
No,
right?
9 and 8.
9-8.
9 and 8.
17.
8 and 9.
8 and 9.
I'm
9
going
and
8 and 9.
or Either or, in my opinion.
8-9 for the Dolphins, missing the playoffs. So
Is that second? You got them coming second? Is that?
Yeah.
yes, second in the AFC East.
But there's not enough spots.
No. Third,
You got the Patriots too.
Patriots. I'm gonna take the Patriots, even though I'm not a big fan of the Patriots like that, but still, I'm still taking the Patriots. What do you want to do, the Patriots or the Dolphins? I mean, the Patriots or the
I guess let's get the Patriots out of the way because they're
Jets.
probably the quicker one to discuss. There really isn't too much to be
I
said
mean,
about
so
it.
Who's their
who-
wide receiver?
They just got rid of Jacoby Myers, so I don't know.
What? Where'd he go? He got traded?
Yeah.
I thought N'Keal Harry got traded.
Oh, then it might be one of them got traded.
I
They
know-
only have one wide receiver left. It's one or the other.
Harry went to the Bears.
Okay, then that's what it was.
Okay.
The Bears have somewhat decent wide receiver room over there, but
no, they don't. It's dog shit.
you don't like it with
That's-
Darnell Mooney and
That's-
N'Keal Harry? It's okay.
That's
N'Keal
their,
Harry
those
sucks.
that's
He
their two
sucks.
best wide receivers. Look at the room after that. It's dog shit. It's absolutely bad. And that as a number 1 and 2 wide receiver is dog shit.
I think Tyquan threw it.
Mooney,
They're so young.
Mooney being your number 1 wide receiver is dog
They're
shit.
young.
He had the
Let
same.
him
I seen,
grow a
I seen a
little.
graphic. He had the same numbers as.
Bears gonna have one of the worst teams in the
I seen a
league.
graphic. Mooney had the same as like maybe a little better numbers than Terry last year. I'm not saying he's better than Terry, but no, not
It's
at all.
not even close to Terry.
But I'm just saying.
I get it though. I get it. Wasn't Terry hurt a little bit though last year, or some shit? Something happened to him,
I don't know.
or he had to have what's his face? Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing to him for the whole season, or
No,
half of the season actually.
Tyler Heineke.
Heineke. He had Heineke
Taylor
throwing the
Heineke.
ball.
It's a fact.
Hey, he went toe to toe with Tom Brady.
He did. The Vegas
nah.
way. The
I
Vegas
got,
way, by the way.
I mean,
I mean, the Patriots. This is
you can never count. They're like the Steelers.
you can't
never
count them out. You
They're
can
the
never count
Steelers
them
to me.
out.
You really can
They
never.
got a
count
good
them out.
system. They got Bill Belichick. They got Mac Jones.
But that's
They
just
got
it
a
right
decent
now.
running back room. Ramondre Stevenson and
James White.
James White and there's somebody else too. That's
Devin Harris, right? Is his name?
somebody. They got somebody else that's pretty
Yes,
decent.
yes, I know you're talking about.
Harris. Is his last name Harris? I forgot. Not Devin
Damian Harris.
Damian Harris. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
he's
snapback.
the
He's
name.
solid.
He's the guy.
He's that guy in that running back room. But
A lot
yeah,
of the fantasy
they're really
people,
just-
a lot of the fantasy experts are real big on Stevenson this year, taking the number
Yes,
one.
I liked him. I liked him a
Yeah,
lot
he saved
last
me
year.
last
He was
year.
a sleeper in one of my leagues.
All right.
I mean, the Patriots can go anywhere.
I got them 8-9 or 9-8, same as the Dolphins.
I got 7 wins for the Patriots this year.
Yeah, I feel like the Patriots can go anywhere from 6 wins to 10 wins. You just don't know. I really don't know with the Patriots. They're the most question mark team for me this year. I don't know what they're gonna do.
They made the playoffs last year too, didn't they?
They might have made first round.
And they got
Yeah.
Maybe.
smoked by Buffalo. In the
Yeah,
playoffs.
they got rocked.
Oh,
They
they
got
did,
their shit
Josh
rocked by
Allen had like
Buffalo.
6 touchdowns against them.
Yeah, yeah. They got rocked last year, but they made it though. They made the playoffs last year.
So
So,
that's pretty cool for them.
and I guess they got better. 7-10. That's a fair.
What much did they got better? They lost Josh McDaniels too.
I'm really not a
I think it's
McDaniels
all-
guy. Really,
Nobody from Bill Belichick's staff has gone
Never does it.
outside of
Bill
New England
Parcells,
and
other than
seen
that.
success
Flores
under the Bill Belichick regime. I mean, like anyone that was
Flores.
under his wing,
wasn't Flores under him?
he was. Yeah, and I mean,
And look where he's at.
yeah,
He's
but
a what
he should
kind of
not
coach is he? Is he a tight end coach
He
or
should not
something right
have-
now?
But we could all say
He got
should-
blackballed.
he
Yeah,
should-
sure.
he should
Yeah,
not-
he got balled.
He should not have been fucking. He got manscaped.
He got yo, that's a new term. If you get blackballed, you got manscaped. All right, that's a new. Yo, Colin Kaepernick got manscaped. Deshaun Watson got manscaped for a little bit.
and his
No,
Kansas getting
I-
manscaped from the NBA right now.
He just sucks.
it.
Canada just sucks.
Yeah, well, he's complaining that he hasn't gotten any contracts yet.
No, you meant and his freedom.
And his freedom. Yeah, I'm
Fucking
sorry. Let's
dickhead.
get politically
All
correct.
right,
Meta
Um,
world peace.
Yes. But
all right,
yeah,
let's
so
go on to the
Patriots
Jets.
prediction that was
I got
so
8
seven.
and
I'll go
9.
7-10. I'll go
Yeah.
7-10.
all right. So
Jets.
New York Jets.
The
I got them
Jets.
I got them 6 and 10.
Jets.
All right. So with
Zach
the
Wilson.
Jets, I wish you would have put down. I'm gonna type up the schedule real quick for the Jets because the Jets schedule. Look,
you-
man,
Oh, you said they started off.
they could very, very well end up 0-9. They gotten better. Don't get me wrong, guys.
They got better.
They got better. They had a great draft. All right. I'm not saying they didn't get better. I'm just saying the way the schedule is
dirty.
The NFL did them foul, bro. They did them foul. They did them foul. They go, all right. I'm gonna tell you the schedule real quick.
Someone else that got done foul is Zach Wilson doing his best friend like that. I mean, I just want to give a round of applause to Zach Wilson.
Shout out to Zach Wilson. Shout out to the Jets off-season drama. It was very entertaining.
Oh, we
Fantastic
finally
move
we
by
finally
Zach Wilson.
signed David Ojabu. Fucking about time. Shit.
So let me give y'all the Jets schedule real quick. It is
Elijah Moore has apparently been looking really good in training camp.
Elijah Moore is a great wide receiver.
He ended the year really good last year.
He moves the needle for me, but
Okay, so September 11th, Baltimore Ravens.
I'm gonna be at that game, by the way.
Baltimore Ravens, win or loss for the Jets.
L.
Okay. Cleveland Browns.
L.
Cincinnati Bengals.
L.
This is the only question mark out of the 9 games. Pittsburgh Steelers,
Probably still an L.
which is still an L. Miami Dolphins.
L.
Packers.
L.
Broncos.
L.
Patriots.
L.
Dub.
Bills.
You think they beat the Patriots? They did beat the Patriots this past year,
I
right?
got them beating the Patriots.
Yes.
They could split the Patriots.
Yeah, we'll have them take it.
So 1-8. 1-8.
And then they're gonna go on a run.
And then they got the Patriots. It gets a little bit easier. They got a bye. Then the Patriots. They'll split the Patriots if anything.
Yeah,
That's
so
an L
we'll do that
then.
one and an L. Yeah.
So they can start 0-9, honestly, and go 1-9 after the bye week.
And the Bears.
Bears, that will be a W for them. They'll beat the Bears.
Should be a
Should. Vikings L.
You never
Toss.
Cook.
It could be kind of a toss. Kind of a toss.
That's a Dalvin Cook 250 yards.
Oh my God. Justin Jefferson is gonna go crazy on him.
Yeah.
Like we cannot sleep on the Vikings offense. All right.
He's gonna baptize Sauce because this is Justin Jefferson's breakout year, in my opinion.
Oh, I think
he's gonna go bananas this year.
Oh, we should have. Yo, I got it.
When we preview the Vikings, definitely we'll get into that.
All right. Lions. That could be a W. Jags could be a W.
Bro,
Seahawks could be a W.
Don't sleep on the Lions.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lions. Dan Campbell's got a squad.
Yo, do not. They got DJ Chark. They got TJ Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift.
Awful. DeAndre Swift's
He's
gonna
just
have
naming
himself a season.
offensive weapons. Where is their defense?
Where's the Jets? Either.
Nah, the Jets got a pretty good defense, bro.
They got
Quinn Williams.
Okay, defense and an O-line.
Yo, honestly, you know what is gonna be really good for the Jets this year? Brees Hall.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
the
how
running
much-
back, right?
I think he's gonna go.
He's going to be a good fantasy running back. That's
He'll be
actually a
okay.
sleeper
I
for
think
me.
Michael Carter is really good, though. I don't want him to just get thrown to the side because they got
He
Brees
is.
Hall.
He's going
I
to.
really like Michael Carter.
He's gonna be the
catching
scat.
passes out of the backfield.
So what's the realistic
I forgot
record for
The Jets are going to
the
win
Jets?
4 games.
4 games.
I forgot they started off that
Max.
gauntlet. So,
They have a
yeah.
gauntlet to start off.
I got them
with, bro.
5 games. I got them 5.
How,
I got them
though?
5 and 12.
Who's getting okay?
They'll beat the Lions, the
No,
Jags, the
it's only- yo, think about it.
I
Seahawks,
don't think
and the
they-
Patriots
Jacksonville.
once,
No, but-
or the Bears.
But think about it, it's every year. Like
They can win 5
there's
games.
A team that should not win that beats a really good team, and I think Jets might
are
have
putting
2 of
you to
those
sleep.
games.
Jets are mids.
They beat the Bengals last year, and they got better.
They did beat the Bengals last year.
saying,
They
and
did.
the Jaguars beat the fucking Bills. Like
There's game. Yeah, there's Vegas games.
every year.
There's always
Jacksonville's
Vegas
gonna have a
games
good
every week.
season. I think
I think the Jets have a 4 or 5 win season.
I say 5.
5.
4.
I'll give them 5. I'll be nice to my fellow New York brothers.
Fuck them.
New-
4.
My fuck them. We ball 4. I think that's it for the AFC East. All right. So what's the predictions on the AFC East? Obviously, we all think the Bills are going to win.
I think Miami comes in second.
You think Miami comes in
Miami
second?
comes in
Same.
second. They go 9-8, and I think then the Patriots go 7-10
Okay.
with the Jets
With
winning
the Jets
4
winning
games at
5.
the bottom.
Yeah. 4. All right.
Fuck 'em.
I like that.
Nobody except for the Bills make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, that's
Bills
it.
only in that division.
And-
Okay.
But the Bills, I think, are going to be a 1 seed in the AFC.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Who Who's their?
There's a lot of teams in the AFC that could be that number 1 seed. I think the Bills see some regression this year. Actually,
Well,
like even though they win 13 games, that's regression to them in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
They're in the AFC East, so I feel like that's
It's
gonna.
cakewalk.
The division games bless them.
Yeah,
In comparison to other teams' division
That's
games.
guaranteed at least 5 wins.
Oh no, it's just the Vegas, like you know how I get with Vegas, bro, and like they got like Vegas is on the Bills' dick right now, and like all the Vegas gamblers are on the Bills' dick, and I feel like something is bad. Something might happen to the Bills. Something's got to give. Yeah,
Maybe it's Stephon Diggs' fucking Achilles tear or some shit like
don't
that.
say that. Don't even say that.
This is a sick Negro.
I don't want it to happen. They happen.
Don't say that.
All right. So yeah, we're done with football for
Maybe
today.
Josh Allen has a regression year.
Maybe,
I don't see
maybe
it happening. But
He loses
the ball is gone.
He loses the big Daves.
He might be missing that little bit.
But that's all, folks.
he might be missing some dabes.
He misses the Daves. Daves brings the secret stuff to Danny Dimes, and then we get a Daniel Jones.
No. Now we're going too far. All right, we're going too far. We'll talk NFC East next week, but let's get into.
Yo, see, I want my money too at the end of the year. I'm letting you know.
I want my money at the end of the year because there's no way he's throwing for fucking $4,000, bro.
Let's talk.
I mean 4,000 yards.
Let's talk some baseball real quick.
Well, we'll talk about Jake Paul real quick.
Jake
We'll
Paul.
talk Jake Paul and then we'll
He's
finish
on
up.
pace for 4,500 last year before he got hurt. Just throw that out there. All right,
I don't
Jake Paul
care.
fight. Jake Paul
I
fight.
don't care.
Jake Paul.
Why are we
Anyway,
even talking about this dumbass nigga? Yeah, dude.
that's the third time today, John.
Bro,
But
what do we do, bro?
I mean, I pressed it twice, so. Jake Paul supposedly, he leaves negotiations. He left the fight. He doesn't want to do the fight anymore against Raheem.
The dude, they wanted the dude to take a fall, and he didn't want to take the fall, so they made some kind of excuse about the weight.
That's a theory. That's the theory that's going around. And Jake Paul's promotion team said that Raheem wanted to fight 15 pounds heavier and wanted Jake Paul to move up to 215 or 245 or whatever it was instead of 230 or whatever. I forget. He wanted to be 15 pounds heavier and have Jake Paul move up 15 pounds. And that's what they said broke the camel's back.
Jake talk all this cash. I'll beat anybody at any weight.
I agree. And I honestly do think that there's clauses in those contracts to where you either got to go to distance. Like if you were Mayweather, you had to go to distance against Logan. That's why he held him up after he hit him with that uppercut.
Yeah, that sure was hilarious.
He literally held him up, made sure his legs got right before he let go. And make sure you went the distance with them, and they got extra millions out of it, or you just straight up take the fall and take a lot of money.
They frying y'all mess in the group right now.
I don't give a fuck. They can eat a frank, bro. People want the Mets to be so badly, bro. People want the Mets to be so badly, bro. If that makes sense. Who gives a fuck if DeGrom? I remember when Jacob DeGrom got hurt. And people were trying to make fun of us. I remember that. And try to tell me. I also remember when people told me the Mets were done in July. I remember that too.
I just want to stop talking about Jake Paul.
Yeah, Jake Paul's stupid. But the Mets, they didn't make any moves at the deadline, which is kind of interesting.
How did we not make any moves, though? We made 3-4 different moves.
I mean, none that really moved the needle for me. I mean, Vogelback was the best addition you guys got. And that's not really changing much for me. You guys didn't fix your bullpen issue.
Yes, we did.
I mean, I really don't.
Givens is throwing a 2.5 ERA.
I just don't.
What are you talking about?
You guys need a lefty desperately in the bullpen. You don't have any slot lefties, and that impacts teams in the playoffs. When the Padres are getting as better as they have, I just can't see like the Mets staying the same the way that they are.
Padres
having success. The Padres just got Juan Soto.
So you think the Mets aren't going to be good?
Is their record good or something? Is their record good?
I don't know.
I don't watch.
The Padres are a good team, and they just picked up. They
picked up Juan Soto.
They got to do with the blonde dreads, right?
They have Tatis, yeah.
Tatis, and they have Machado. They have a very talented team.
Yeah, they just added Kyrie
Just because-
and Kevin
all right.
Durant to LeBron and AD. That's basically what just happened.
Bro, stop it. Now you're being OD. But, all right, let's talk about the
Tatis, one of the
Padres.
most polarizing players in the game.
All
just
right.
got another guy who is a generational talent at 23 years old. This kid is 23 years old and already has a World Series under his belt. He's like
Soto?
a Giannis of the league. Yes, Soto. And he just went and teamed up with Tatis, who is a Kevin Durant-esque type of guy.
That sounds tough. I ain't gonna lie.
It sounds tough.
I mean, it sounds great.
And they're in your
That's-
division?
No.
They're in the National
They're
League.
in our
Oh,
conference. They're in our conference. But, I mean, you could say the same about the Astros and the Yankees.
The Astros didn't get as much better as the Padres. The
Okay,
Astros
that's
don't
fine.
clear
That's
the
fine,
Padres.
though. But the Astros are actually better than y'all. That's the
Not
whole
by-
thing.
Not really.
That's
by
the
a
whole
margin
thing.
that moves
They were
me
better
like
than
that.
y'all before the trade deadline. Then they got even more better than y'all.
They didn't make as many moves as the Yankees. Not even close.
The
Yankees made
Padres
way
were
more.
not better than the Mets before these trades, and now
They
the-
are.
what?
They were.
What?
It was close.
What,
and
bro?
Now they clear
What,
you guys.
bro?
It
What,
was close.
Bro? Stop,
and now
bro.
they clear
Stop,
you guys.
bro.
It's
Stop,
not
bro.
close
Stop,
right
bro.
now.
Niggas is living in the moment now. Niggas is living in the moment because there's no way a 67 team win like the Mets and a 54 team win like the Padres. You tell me the Padres were better than the Mets?
It's
before
close. It's
yesterday.
closer than you
That's
think.
crazy.
And now
That's
the
crazy,
Padres
bro.
are a better team. The Padres are a
on
way
paper,
deeper team.
on paper, on paper, on paper, on paper. Because you haven't seen none of these niggas play together.
I don't got his.
You haven't
I don't
seen
need
none
to
of this
see
shit
Juan
play
Soto.
There were 3 times.
I don't need to see Juan Soto play.
This is a sick Negro.
You can insert Juan Soto.
Tatis hasn't
anywhere.
played all season.
I don't need to see Todd. These are two guys that are just, and it's baseball. You can just put them on the field. They're plug and play type of guys. And Juan Soto's been playing all season. He just won the home run derby.
Look, bro.
It's just, I just don't want to hear when the fall from grace for the Mets happens. There were dreams of Juan Soto and Wilson Contreras being Mets come deadline time.
There was not
You know,
dreams
and-
of that. Who really had dreams
was-
about Juan Soto? I know
Everybody on
Yankees
social
fans.
media.
I know Yankees fans
Everybody on social
had
media
Juan
was
Soto
talking about
dreams.
Marte recruiting Juan Soto during the All-Star
It was
game.
it was just funny tampering, but nobody thought Juan Soto was coming to the Mets. Nobody
was
thought
funny.
Juan Soto
That was
was
just
getting
doing-
traded. Bro,
That-
Yankees
that-
fans, don't try and flip what Yankees fans was doing. Don't try and
The
flip what
Yankees are in
Yankees
on
fans were doing.
everybody.
The Yankees thought they were getting Juan Soto during the All-Star break. The Yankees,
The
thought they had him.
didn't Need
Yankees,
Juan Soto. The Mets need
Yeah.
a power bat way more than the Yankees do.
we don't need power bats.
You need a Daniel Vogel back.
We needed a
You needed a
DH.
tough lefty. Yeah, and I think
All
Juan
right.
Soto would be a great addition to the Mets, but instead,
We were not. Who is getting? How is the Mets getting Juan Soto? How is that realistic?
that's what I was hearing.
How
was
is that
all these
realistic?
prospects. The Mets have the
No,
more.
we
the Mets have
do.
the most top
We do.
prospects within
We
the top
did.
100 in
We
the
do.
MLB.
We do, and we did, and we still do. But who is trading Juan Soto within their division? Let's be realistic. I even said 2 weeks ago on live that the Yankees had the best chance at the time for Juan Soto to become a Yankee. I knew the Nats weren't trading the Mets in the division. And first of all, the Mets are a 67-win team. We just got DeGrom back. I don't give a fuck if we're losing to the Nationals right now. I don't give a fuck. We got better. We got DeGrom. We got Vogel back. We got Givens, a reliever. We got Naquin. And we got somebody else too on top of that. I forget. But we got better as a team. We got deeper, and we didn't lose any prospects in the meantime. So I mean, we bring up Alvarez.
We could talk about the. They're not going to bring up Alvarez for.
I bet you we do. I bet you we do now.
Contending teams in the MLB.
I bet you
really
we
don't
do
make
now.
Those types of moves.
I bet you we do now.
Talking about the Padres, they just. I mean, you look. They picked up an all-star in Brandon Drury and didn't have to give up anybody, and they also just picked up now Josh Bell along with Soto in that deal. I mean, they just pick up Josh Hader.
Yeah,
from
they
Milwaukee.
gave up.
It's
They gave up their whole farm system, bro, for all those guys. All right, cool. But guess what? That's fine.
it's
And they
easy to do
shot
that
their
when-
load.
It's
They
easy
shot
to
their
do that
load.
for a 23-year-old. He is the prospect.
Pause.
Why? Yeah, that is a bit. That's a bit. But Juan Soto is the prospect at 23 years old when he won single-handedly.
If you think the
won
Mets
himself.
could have got Juan Soto, do you think we would have got him?
I don't think that they.
Yes,
made
we would have.
good enough of an
Yes,
offer for
we
him.
would. We could have. You know he
You
could have.
could have, but you didn't.
Did you not see the offer that the
like
Padres
Juan
just
Soto-
did? It is significantly less than what the Mets could have offered, but the Nationals aren't stupid. They're not going to trade Juan Soto to the Mets. If we had a chance, if we had an actual realistic chance at Juan Soto, it would have happened. But we don't. If Juan Soto wasn't in the NL East, Juan Soto would have went to the Mets. But we can't get Juan Soto because he was in the NL East. There's nothing we could do about that.
No,
We couldn't get Ohtani. We
Ohtani
couldn't even
wasn't
get
gonna be
Contreras.
Contreras, the price was too high.
It was too high. Contreras isn't worth a top 100 prospect, in my opinion.
I just don't like prospect hugging in baseball. That's why I'm quick to give everybody up for a guy like for a guy like Soto, who's 23 years old and he's a generational talent. You just don't get guys like Juan Soto as easily.
Yes, he's gonna throw for 4,000 yards, but the bet was Lamar.
The bet is Lamar, Tim, not Deshaun Watson. Is Lamar going to throw for 4,000 yards? But anyway, back to baseball. I think a lot of teams got better. I think even the Mets got better too. I think Houston got really good, even better. I think the Yankees even got better. I think a lot of teams got better. But to say the Mets are done or they're going to regress because of our trade deadline moves and we got better and we just added the best pitcher in baseball is fucking ludicrous. It's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. Sorry. We'll see. We'll see when we play the Braves 9 times.
That's the real test. A hot Braves team coming in. It's really going to be a test this weekend.
And guess what? You know what the test was in June? The hot Braves, right? And who won that series? The Mets. All right. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
And the Yankees showed some regression since the All-Star break. In my opinion,
they get Frankie Montas. They go and they get a Gold Glover from the Cardinals today in exchange for Jordan Montgomery and Bader. And then
who's that? What's his name?
Harrison Bader from the St. Louis
Cardinals. Harrison Bader. Okay.
Facts. Gold Glover last season. And then they go out and they add another guy just in the bullpen from I think it's Fierce or something like that from the Chicago Cubs. He has a 1.6 ERA right now with side armor. And it's looking good out here for the Yankees. I'm very happy with the moves that they made. And they really didn't even have to make as many moves as they did, but they saw that Houston was out and making moves, and they had to do the same. So
it wasn't as significant as what the Houston Astros did, in my opinion. Obviously, the Padres had the biggest splash on the trade deadline. They are the most improved team, but I gotta see them play. I gotta see them put it together. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see them dominate. And I want to see them dominate good teams, great teams. I want to see them dominate. I want to see them dominate the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them dominate the Yankees. I want to see them dominate the Mets before I'm like super scared of them.
Astros?
And the Astros, sure.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Padres.
Oh, okay.
I'm
not worried about the Padres or the Yankees right now. I think they're teams with just so much talent. They're in the same class as the Dodgers that
so the Mets aren't in the same class anymore. That's what you're telling me.
On paper, the Mets don't have the same talent as those 3 teams. The star power that these 3 teams have. They're a good team.
Star power is great, but are they a good team with depth that can win?
I don't
just
think
as good as them.
The same depth as these other teams.
That's crazy.
Not right now. I just
1-9. We are just as good as any other team in the MLB. 1-9. Period. We have the best fucking rotation in baseball. Period. All right.
The Padres is up there now.
Not better than the Mets. Not even close.
We'll see.
No team.
That series, if that comes down to a series, it's going to be really interesting. They got Snell, Clevenger, Darvish.
They gotta get through the Braves. They'll be in the wild card. Padres going to be in the wild card. They're not catching the Dodgers. So, they're going to be a wild card team. So they're going to have to get through the Braves. First of all, Braves is nothing to fuck with. And then they're going to have to go to the Mets, probably, in the second round. And we'll see right then and there. We'll see what's good with the Padres. For real.
Juan Soto go for the Braves. So. Why? What's on your head?
No, I don't know shit about baseball, so I'm just she's over here.
It got me chopped. No, Matt's got me chopped because all of a sudden the Mets aren't in a top team in the MLB.
Made so many moves.
All of a sudden,
the needle.
All of a sudden, no, but it's just like, all right, sure, you can move the needle for the Padres, but you're not going to move the needle back on the Mets just because you move the needle forward for the Padres. That's crazy.
Well, it's not necessarily
the
it's
Mets
the same
are
situation
just as good. The Mets are better than the Yankees. Still.
I don't have
smoke
anything
y'all
to
niggas,
stand on
and we're gonna
post-deadline.
smoke y'all August 22nd 2 games. We're gonna season sweep y'all boys, and y'all gonna be sick. Y'all gonna be
Does that have to
sick.
do with the Padres in the National League?
Y'all gonna be sick.
Yankees in the American
Sick.
League.
I'd be arguing like that too, so I can't even say.
Y'all gonna be sick.
He's talking American League. We're talking National League. I
We're
was just
talking
saying-
intercontinental championship of the world, Craig.
Bro, what? Yeah, that's another episode of Mo Sports TV.
Thank y'all for
We
tuning
appreciate
in.
y'all for tuning in.
Shout out to Manscaped.
This motherfucker that lost his mind. Talk about some WWF and the country.
And Friday.
Yeah, this fool is tripping. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Yeah, Lamar. Listen, don't sleep on that, Lamar. I'm telling you,
We'll see what happens. There's $100 on
Yo.
the line.
I'm feeling froggy. I'm gonna make another bet.
No, we ain't gonna do no more bets.
Bateman
I don't
1K.
like
Save
that.
it for the
I don't
next
like
one.
that.
Save it for the next
Bateman
one.
1K, possibly.
I don't know about that either.
If he
But-
stays healthy.
I just don't see it.
Eh.
But yeah,
Mark
this
Andrews
is the end of the
1K.
episode. It's about to be an hour and a half. So
Yeah.
hey, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Next week we're gonna do NFC East and AFC West, and maybe, just maybe, Big Black Ed will be back. Who knows?
Y'all appreciate y'all tuning in.
I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Manscaped. Shave your balls.